Hello everybody. So today's topic is Tdma, Fdma and Cdma. So first of all, let us see what is the introduction to multiple access techniques. So multiple access techniques allow multiple users to share the same communication medium. They are essential for optimizing the use of limited bandwidth in wireless communications. So Tdma, Fdma and Cdma are the three primary methods which are used in these systems. So multiple access techniques. The transmission from the BS in the downlink can be heard by each and every mobile user in the cell and is referred as broadcasting. Transmission from the mobile users in the uplink to the BS is many to one and is referred to as multiple access. Multiple access schemes to allow many users to share simultaneously a finite amount of radio spectrum resources should not result in severe degradation in the performance of the system as compared to a single user scenario. Approaches can be broadly grouped into two categories, narrow band and wide band. Next is overview of Tdma. So Tdma is basically time division multiple access. So Tdma divides the available bandwidth into time slots for each user. Each user transmits in their designated time slot, avoiding interference from others. This method is efficient for voice and data transmission in mobile networks. So what Tdma does is it actually basically it will divide the available bandwidth into time slots for each user. Then each user will transmit the designated time slot. It will transmit the given signal only in the designated time slot and in the available frequency, which will avoid interference from others. So this method is efficient for voice and data transmission in the mobile networks. Next is advantages of Tdma. So Tdma has some advantages and disadvantages. So let us see what are the advantages of Tdma. So Tdma will allow for efficient use of available bandwidth, maximizing user capacity. It provides predictable performance and is less prone to interference. The time slot structure allows for easy synchronization among users. So Tdma is basically there will be efficient use of bandwidth, maximizing user capacity. It provides predictable performance and is less prone to interference. It will provide predictable performance since there is division of the time slots for particular signal to transmit, and the time slot structure allows for easy synchronization among users. So let us see what is Tdma. So Tdma is basically one sort of multiple access technology in is time division multiple access. Each user is only allowed to transmit within the designated time slot and on the same frequency band. In this manner, it allows several users to communicate at different times on the same frequency band, each using their own time slot. So by using their own time slot, so Tdma can transmit the given signal. Next are the disadvantages of Tdma. Since we have advantages of Tdma, we do have disadvantages of Tdma. So users may experience delays if their time slot is not immediately available. Tdma systems require precise timing, which can complicate system design. This method is less efficient in scenarios with bursty data traffic. So what are the disadvantages of Tdma is that the users may experience delays if their time slot is not immediately available, since the Tdma will basically divide the time slot based on the frequency available. So if the time slot is not immediately available, then there is delay in the transmission of the signal. Next is Tdma systems require precise timing, which can complicate system design. So this method is less efficient in scenarios with bursty data traffic. So basically, if there is message piling or the files piling, then Tdma will not work in mobile network areas. Next is overview of Fdma. So Tdma, after Tdma we have Fdma, which is frequency division multiple access. So what is Fdma? Fdma allocates distinct frequency bands to each user for communication. Each user transmits simultaneously but on different frequencies, minimizing interference. This method is commonly used in analog communications and satellite communications. So FDMA will allocate different frequency bands to each user to transmit the given message or given signal. Next, each user transmits simultaneously but on different frequencies, minimizing interference. So each user will transmit the message simultaneously but based on different frequencies. So this will basically not allow any kind of interruption or interference while the signal is being transmitted or the message is being transmitted. Next, this method is commonly used in analog communications and satellite systems. Next, we have advantages of FDMA. FDMA offers continuous transmission without waiting for time slots, reducing latency. It supports a wide range of transmission types, making it versatile for various applications. The frequency separation can increase overall network reliability. So what are the advantages of FDMA? So FDMA will offer continuous transmission without waiting for time slots. So since there is no division of time, right? So in Tdma there was division of time, but in FDMA there is no division of time. So it will transmit the message continuously based on only the frequencies. It will transmit the message simultaneously, but it will not wait for time slots. Then it supports a wide range of transmission types, making it versatile for various applications. The frequency separation can increase overall network reliability. So the frequency separation is the main key role. So it will increase overall network reliability. Next, we have few disadvantages of FDMA. So FDMA can lead to inefficient use of bandwidth if users do not fully utilize their frequency bands. The requirement for frequency allocation can complicate system management. Interference can occur if frequency bands are not adequately separated. So it is implemented in narrowband system and less complex. It allots a specific frequency band to every user. Next, since the transmission is continuous, less number of bits are required for synchronization and framing. So these are few disadvantages of FDMA. So FDMA can lead to inefficient use of bandwidth if users do not fully utilize their frequency bands. So the user should utilize their frequency band completely to transmit the given signal. Then the requirement for frequency allocation can complicate system management. So since the frequency should be divided into many slots, right? So the requirement for frequency allocation can complicate system management. Next, interference can occur if frequency bands are not adequately separated. Even if the frequency bands are not, the requirement of frequency bands will also cause the interruption, and if the frequency bands are not adequately separated, then also the interference or the interruption will occur. So these are the advantages of FDMA. Next, we have Cdma. So Cdma is basically code division multiple access. So Cdma basically allows multiple users to share the same frequency band simultaneously. Each user is assigned a unique code enabling their signal to be separated at the receiver. This method is highly efficient and is widely used in modern cellular systems. So here we have illustration of Cdma, station 1, station 2 goes on, and time, code and frequency. So this shows the division of Tdma, Cdma and Fdma. Next, so what is Cdma? Cdma allows multiple users to share the same frequency band simultaneously. So FDMA is used to share the different frequency bands simultaneously, but Cdma will allow multiple users to share the same frequency band simultaneously. So each user is assigned a unique code. So this method is highly efficient and is widely used in modern cellular systems. Then we have advantages of Cdma. Cdma provides high capacity for users as multiple transmissions can occur simultaneously. The system is resilient to interference and can maintain quality in crowded environments. Next, we have it allows for soft handovers which can improve call quality during mobility. We have few disadvantages of Cdma as well. So Cdma systems require complex signal processing, increasing implementation costs. Users can experience issues if they do not maintain a proper power control. The system's performance may degrade if the number of active users exceeds capacity. So we have so similarly we have a few advantages and disadvantages of CDMA as well. So CDMA system require complex signal processing, increasing implementation costs. So the cost is more, and it will also require complex type of working of the system. So yeah, these are a few advantages of TDMA, FDMA and CDMA, as well as the disadvantages. So yeah,